Well, hello, Deban.
I'm a bit awkward now.
You don't like me on that side? So we are often asked by our readers, like, what's it like to interview Eurovision stars? Like, are they really nice? And it obviously varies. Some people are super down to earth.
Absolutely.
Super sweet. Susie from Portugal, lovely.
Oh,
Lovely.
absolutely.
So nice.
Valentina Monetta.
Oh, fantastic.
Ruth Lorenzo.
So many nice people. And then sometimes, I mean, I'm not going to name names, you get some divas. Which leads us to this topic, awkward interview moments. And they don't have to be like awkward, they just have to be like awkward to you inside. So why don't you kick it off? What's your most awkward interview ever?
Actually, it was this year. And it wasn't a diva in the world. I mean, I suppose you could be diva in male as well.
True.
And it was a male pop star from Ukraine who was representing Moldova this year at the Eurovision Song Contest. It was Eduard Romanyutu. I'm even so nervous. I don't want to get his surname wrong. Yeah, but he was a little bit of a diva. What happened was, we're at the London Eurovision party, and I was trying to get an interview with him, and I just kept trying to get these interviews, and it's like he's not buckling. So eventually, I managed to speak with a little girl who was accompanying him on the tour. I think she might have been his sister or something. Managed to get an interview, which was a very exciting moment. Sitting down on the sofa, and then I'm just chatting in my normal style, like, hey, how's it going? And I noticed he had really beautiful hair.
He has nice hair.
Really good
nice
hair.
Yeah.
So I said to him, so what's your secret? What shampoo, what's your grooming secret, I think was how I put it. And he was like, I'm not talking about that.
Really?
I'm talking about Eurovision. And I'm like, awkward. Tell me the secret to your glossy hair. Is it difficult?
That's your question. Maybe let's talk about Eurovision.
Well, I mean, everybody's going to talk about Eurovision, but sometimes we want to know a bit. We want to know a bit more.
What exactly?
So the secret to your grooming.
Maybe you will say about your one.
I will tell you afterwards. But we're interested in. You're the star. I'm the interviewer.
Let's roll it.
Okay.
Yeah, let's roll it.
Roll what?
Roll questions.
Roll the questions. Yes. Okay. I was like, okay, what do you want to talk about? And it was like, are you going to interview me? Am I going to... It was such a ping pong. What question? Why don't you tell me what you want to talk about?
Eurovision.
Okay, yeah. Tell me about it.
What do you want to know?
Tell me about your song. Tell me about your performance.
You really want to know? Because you asked for an interview, so I think you need to say what questions do you want to hear.
Okay. It was carefully edited, so we didn't get too much of it. But the unedited version is...
You know what
shocking.
it is? I think a lot of times Eurovision stars get so scripted, and so he just wanted to say, make my dreams come true, vote for Moldova. Like, that was his line he kept saying in all these interviews, and I think you were trying to get, just a bit beyond the mask, really, the facade, like, tell us more about your daily life.
Absolutely.
And it's a good way, because you can often learn so much about someone from what is a silly question, but then it leads them to talk about their routine, how they get ready for a concert, how they get ready for an interview, etc. It's just a shame. Perhaps language...
And Eurovision is in 3 minutes. It's a lifestyle. So, our fans and our readers want to connect with the artist, on a deeper level. I mean, one of the most exciting projects I ever did was, going to San Marino and shooting a sort of a mini documentary on Valentina, exploring her life in great detail. And that's fun.
The best moment is when you're on her deck and you ask about the ball, the IKEA lamp from 2013, and she says, yes, Deban, let me show you. And she opens up a chest and pulls out the IKEA lamp.
But I have something, if you are interested, I have... Follow me.
Okay.
Maybe. Maybe.
What is under there?
I have...
Oh my God.
My lamp of Mihhailova. Remember this?
We remember...
My light. This is my light. This is the heart of Valentina.
Oh my God.
Fabulous.
She's amazing. And Eduard, just got really stiff. Almost quite angry, and it was a really awkward moment to continue that interview. Oh. So that was mine. What's yours?
Well, so mine isn't so, I don't know, it wasn't a negative experience, but at Eurovision, things get so stressful. Like, 2 years ago, Copenhagen, it was just me and Jacob for the first week. And so you're trying to do rehearsals, write rehearsal reviews, interview the stars, stand in line to interview the stars, do your posts, edit the blog. This is all happening at once. And of course, everyone else is, asleep, back at home, because, they're not at Eurovision, so they're not, contributing
On
as
the
much.
pulse, yeah.
And so I'm sitting there like, I haven't eaten, I haven't slept, and poor Jacob is standing there holding the camera. We're doing all this stuff, and we get an interview with Tanja from Estonia. She's fabulous.
She's good.
Fabulous. Great personality, easy to talk to. And so the beginning of the interview's fine. I'm in the room, we're talking, and then I just get so hungry, and I feel myself about to faint. And I see her in front of me, and she's like got this beautiful hair, and like she's kind of blurry, and I just see beautiful hair. And there was an awkward pause, and I was like, what am I going to ask her? I don't even know my name right now, because I was just so hungry. And so I say, a lot of our readers want to know, is your hair real? Our readers didn't want to know that. It was one of these moments, it's very, like, one of these rare moments where you're like, I was just so hungry, I hadn't eaten breakfast, and like all this was going on. And then she was like, yes, my hair is real. Now, a lot of our readers are curious if your hair is real, because it's so perfect.
Really? Thank you. Yes, they're real.
And, you know, it was very beautiful, but it was funny. She was a good sport. And the interview was fun.
It's interesting how hair has been the culprit in both our interviews. I mean, because my most awkward moment was about Eduard's hair.
Hair today, gone tomorrow. Hello. Now, I know that you have another awkward interview involving the Grand Dame.
Oh my god, Lys Assia. You know what this is? Oh, okay. Now, Sami Lukela, who's our Finnish correspondent, we were in... All cities are blending into one now. Either Malmo or Copenhagen, was it?
Copenhagen.
It was Copenhagen. And Lys Assia walks into the media centre. And of course, everybody's going completely crazy. I'd actually written to her in advance of her getting there. So she knew that she had an interview booked for wiwibloggs. And we'd set up space for her. And on that space, it was being occupied by a journalist from, I don't know where, somewhere. Seated on the chair. So Lys Assia walks up to the chair and she's like, is he gonna get up? And I'm thinking, well, obviously he heard that, so there's no need for me to ask him, please get up. And then she goes, oh, well, I'm not even sure if I can say this, but basically, Lys Assia implied that we better go elsewhere because waiting for him to get up would take a long time because the guy literally filled the seat. He was quite obese. And Lys Assia doesn't take any prisoners. And she was just like, okay, let's go somewhere else because I cannot wait for him to get up because it's going to take him a long time.
Oh no, Lys Assia.
And I was like, I pretended not to hear it. Sammy, who was holding the camera, had gone completely red. It was just a really awkward moment.
Gosh. I guess when you're the queen of Eurovision, you feel entitled to say how you feel.
And Lys Assia is actually known, I mean, she's a lovely woman, but she is also known for, not sugarcoating it.
She kind of just spits.
She shoots from the hip, and she ain't playing.
She ain't playing.
I mean, there was another awkward moment with her in Azerbaijan when I said that, I'm sorry, but Simplus are now out. They've just been announced that they just exited Eurovision. They didn't advance to the finals. And I said to her, oh, Lys, oh my goodness, I mean, you've come all this way to support Switzerland, how do you feel? And she's like, well, it's good because they should have chosen me! Because she was in the pre-selection.
She was.
Just want to get your thoughts on Switzerland this year in terms of...
Well, I should have won, and then I had some points.
Wow.
Aww. She had a good song.
Yeah. And
Still in your
all
mind? Still
in your head.
That was good. And she later said to you this year in Vienna that the reason they didn't win that year is because the stage wasn't modern enough for her song.
We should have won with this song, actually, because it was a good one. If we had a surrounding background like we have today, all different, we would have really, because it was a good song.
She has all the answers. I love her.
I just love her. I mean, if you want a good interview, you have to go with Lys Assia. She just keeps it on the pulse. She doesn't sugarcoat it.
I'm real. I'm simply. I am as I am.
If you write for a news site that has to strictly edit, it might be trouble. But thankfully, we work for wiwibloggs.com, where we bring you that attitude.
Warts and all. Now, I think my other awkward moment, it's not really awkward, more than it's just funny, is Mariya Yaremchuk 2014.
TikTok girl!
She was fabulous. She was beautiful. She had the look. She was hilarious. Eccentric. She's very eccentric when you talk to her. She called her team in Vienna the Ducks because they were wearing blue and yellow. She's like, quack, quack, quack.
I have 30 people, 30 person, and they all look like
chicken. 1 second, please. This. My chicken.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much.
She's just really like funny and unique. Anyways, she won the semi-finals of Eurovision's Next Top Model 2014.
Rightfully so. She's a stunning girl.
And speaking of fashion, you are a finalist in the wiwibloggs.com search for Eurovision's Next Top Model. Do you want to win?
Win? Oh gosh. Such a question. I don't know. Does it matter?
The top model?
Yes.
It helps.
With what?
With you becoming an international superstar.
I'll find my prince?
Yes, you have many lining up already.
Oh my gosh.
So many.
I will work at wiwibloggs.
But it's the curse of winning in the semis. If you win the semis of ENTM, you never win the final. And she was trailing in Eurovision's Next Top Model final to Romania's Paula Selling. She ultimately finished like 4th. She didn't even win. But before the final results came out, she looked at me, she's like, why am I not winning Eurovision's Next Top Model? And I was like, Romania, Paula Selling, she's a big star, got a lot of fans. She goes, they're playing dirty tricks. And it was so hilarious. And, to her credit, somewhat true in that we noticed a huge spike in votes from Romania. But, it's not dirty to tell your fans to vote or to ask them. They love you. That's the whole point of being a star. You have fans you can like,
Although Paula Selling has already won
That's
before.
The thing.
I mean, so...
we probably should have had a rule that said you can only win once.
Yeah, and I think moving forward we probably should.
When Valentina comes back or whomever. I've been sad. Valentina's been in it 3 times. She's never won. The top model. I mean, obviously Eurovision, but top model.
Yeah, that's true. And I think we probably should have a rule moving forward that returnees are not allowed to go back in the top model house.
In fact, they should really pass the crown on. Some of these ladies, they pawn it, they melt it down. I didn't get it back in 2013. I was like, I gave you this crown, I need it back for 2014. Anyways, those are our memorable / awkward Eurovision interview moments. What are yours? Let us know here on wiwibloggs. See you later.